Wakey, wakey, 201. Got some more questions.
Hey, that dude might be gone, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's
Yo, y'all gotta be terrible guards and terrible at your jobs. That's
Keep your
Dax,
voice down.
the rapper.
Want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries.
I think that might be the rebel hunter. Oh. Who's that? So we got superpowers now. Alright, buddy. I mean, we've been had superpowers. Maya was able to freaking summon people from the dead thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago. It was like freaking 15 years ago-ish? 20 years ago-ish? I don't know. May 9th, 3:30 p.m. Temple. It's freaking whack-ass name, bro. Temple. Another fine day in the kingdom of Khura'in. So peaceful here. Can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Still. Yeah, they freaking put us through wherever the frick this is, man. That freaking whack-ass freaking prosecutor, bro. And this stupid... Oh, you can't trust me? Like, bro, no duh, bro. You're not good at your job. Sure was a rough start. And I exposed all of them for being frauds that they are. Now to do what I came here to do. To see Maya. The long aesthetic training is finally coming up soon. But before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Wright! Bro, I forgot this dude's name, bro. Alibi? Haparaki. Hey, Alibi. Haparaki. Oh, you messed the traditional greeting in Khura'in. I don't know about that, bro. What is that dog, bro? What's even his name, bro? Have you gotten used to the life of the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the morning started a little too early for me. Yes, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Khura'in. That's off to you guys. I don't know how you do it. Today's a special day, full of even more prayers than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. I think there's a couple things better than that in the world. I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So, what makes today so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. Right. Phoenix rite? It's only performed once a year. That's what Maya was been talking about on the phone yesterday. Wonder what her role in it is. So what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite? What? She didn't tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Khura'in. Khura! It's only the most important part of the entire rite. Yeah, and then she's gonna get into trouble, bro. They're gonna be like, oh, Maya killed someone. And then Maya's gonna be in trouble yet again and have to save her ass for the 50th time. Wow, that's really something. That's really... I don't know. I don't know what's in that voice. It really is helping out such an amazing person. It has been the greatest honor of this humble tourist guide's life. So, who is Lady Khura you mentioned? Now I'm gonna explain. Once upon a time, hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly. Let me stop you right there. Alright, buddy, you're yapping too much. I don't really care about that story. I just asked you to get the conversation keep going. No, I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story. Yeah, I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours. 2 hours to tell, buddy. That's half the case. Ooh, dodged a bullet there. Alright, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. Let's see here. What we got in here? No. So we can wait then. In the meantime, I can read up on the right with this. English guidebook. Where'd you dig this up from? Oh, it's just lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. So you stole it. Hey, this book guess there's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Miss Maya should be already at the site where the rite has to take place. I wasn't say. High priest, staging area, priestess, curtain, moon, full life. It's full moon again. Crazy how time flies. Next is the rite of water, in which the latest... Okay, so this is all useless for right now. I'll read that later when we're in a trial. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the plots of devotion. Wonder if Maya's maturing since I last saw her. It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold though. I think I can handle it. Yeah, this dude fell into a freaking river in the wintertime and survived that, bro. Like, what? He only came out with a cold? How's it even possible, bro? You fell like at least 150 feet and you went into a river where no one's body washes up and you somehow survived. Like, bro, and then this dude got hit with a car, got sent 50 feet flying into the air, freaking came back down, was perfectly fine, bro. Just got a little headache. And that's about it, bro. This dude Phoenix is invulnerable to whatever the frick. Brr, it's so cold that the air itself is made of ice. Look at all these people. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kara, the priestess of our land. Yo, it's this song from Ace 23 that I don't know the name of. Well, it's not exactly the same song, but it sounds like it a little bit. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted, right. Phoenix, right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer? I cannot read, somehow. This too is a part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit. And bro, I can't say I can't read because then it actually makes me not be able to read anything. Further up at the end of the stairs is the inner sanctum. Oh, the inner sanctum. Yeah, further up, you mean about 1,000 feet higher in the air? I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious. Of course we are. After all, Karain is known for the land of prayer. It's said that Karainis spend an average 15 hours a day in prayer. 15 hours a day? That's about how long you stay up. What? 15? From the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in our prayers. You see, all the flag squares around here, they're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Oh, so he's talking about these colorful strips of cloth. Something written on each one here. Such pity is the glory of our people, and I'm afraid that story's gonna have to wait for another time, Alibi. You asked the apps too much, alright? Where's Maya at? Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, O noble traveler. Is that Maya? Yes, Maya. Yo, it's finally her, bro.
There, Mr. Wright. It's been many a day.
Who might you be?
Phoenix, how did you not know that was Maya, bro? I know her voice is not that deep. Miss Maya, Habaraki. Habaraki, Alibi. And you, Mr. Wright. May the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. Oh, thanks. I'm dying to see Nick. Well, did I surprise you with my act? Yeah, you can say that again. I don't know how this dude Phoenix Wright was fooled in the slightest. This is Maya Fey. She was spirit medium from Grain Village back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time. But that was many years ago. Her ability to change spirit... Wait, how old is she now? 28. So this is about 10 years later. Bro, what? This is only 10 years? Okay, so the case from 7 years ago. So that means Apollo just took place 3 years before this. Which means... yeah. Her ability to channel spirit saved me more times than I can count. Yeah, more times than you can count. Yeah, about every case before the last one. Alright. I sure missed those days. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Wright and Cole offices. Now she's here, training to be the leader of the Crane Village and the master of her craft. Apparently, to become the master of Crane channeling technique, you have to be trained here in Crane, since this is where the technique originated. Didn't I sound just like a peonist nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's all I learned. About all I learned from all the training I did. That's all you learned? Did you not pay attention? Are you one of those guys that are like, ooh, I need help on my test, but I didn't pay attention. Like, bro, get those bums out of here, bro. You need to work for yourself now. Haha, you haven't changed a bit, Maya. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside, she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. Smile, what you been doing all these years, bruh? I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused. You should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. She knows all about that. You know, me and my prime, Mr. Phoenix Wright, the GOAT. Undefeated, 10-0. I bet it was another one of your famous seat off your pants coming from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty a number of times. Okay, so this bitch ass motherfucker needs to shut up. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch, it definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right? Oh, you mean the special special meditation course for increasing spiritual power. Yep, I completed the full 2 years. I can finally go back home once I perform the purification rite today. I don't know what voice to give her, so her voice is going to be all around. Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of the sacred rites. Well, the High Priestess's wife usually conducts it each year, but with her baby in the way, it's more than she can handle. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Well, you may not know all their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet. Just you watch, Nick. I'm going to be the best Lady Kara guardian deity ever. I'll throw in a few prayers for things to not end in flaming disaster then. Yeah, you know already she's gonna be accused of a murder. Alright, the guardian deity. So about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today. What exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kara isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the Kingdom of Khura'in a long, long time ago. Wow, so she actually exists? And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. Yeah, you're talking about the person that killed all those people that escaped the jail. They believe she appeared to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. I guarantee you it's gonna be the freaking the queen or whatever the freak that she's filling in for, bro. And then they'll be like, "Oh, it's Maya." Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies. Sounds like something you'd be into. I know, right? Who wouldn't want to be a sidekick but warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kara must be a pretty popular deity if all those people are there for her. Yep, but there's more to it than just her popularity this year. There's more? So, why is this riot attracting such a large crowd this year? Because there's been actual sightings, you know, of the real deal. Let me explain. The mysterious figure clad in the Kara's robes. This dude's alibi just be yapping, bro. So Lady Kara is a rebel hunter now, huh? It's a bit of a hard pill to swallow. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt the peace. I doubt the actions of the band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first either. Here's a picture of her on the front page of today's paper. Sightings of her go back about 2 years, so this is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. At least someone was able to actually capture on film. Couldn't this be some Lady Kara fan? You know, like you, Maya. You mean like a cosplayer? You mean like a LARP? These rebels are no joke, Nick. They're not LARPs in the slightest. They know hand-to-hand combat and stuff. You think of some regular cosplayer can take on people like dressed in a costume alone? No. She's not a LARP. She has to be the real deal. I just give me chills thinking about it. Bro, on God, Maya would be on TikTok all the time, man. A spirit possessing a piece of clothing, huh? Maybe you should cut back on all those super action you do with Maya and TikTok. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? TikTok doesn't even exist in this universe, dummy. You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I've got to keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You've really lost your edge since I last saw you. Used to be Phoenix, right? Greatest attorney of all time, with only one loss to his name. Now, you're just a bitch. Can you leave my hair out of this? Anyway, I think the Lady Kara people have been spawning the real deal. Not no LARP. Besides, it's much more fun to believe it's true, you know. Can't believe you really buy all that. Although, I wonder who's under that robe. But Mr. Wright, she's the talk of the town. She gave me a new good food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kara. I'm gonna call it the Kara bun. Talk about Kara business strategy. Come on, Maya. Just admit it's you running around dressed as Lady Kara already. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Maya? Indeed, it is I. Lady Kara. After hundreds of years, I finally returned to this lovely lady's young booty. Booty? What? That's not a body, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, body. I don't know why I read booty. Only a minion of defiant dragons could see through my disguise. Now, feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Maya didn't hurt in the slightest. I know it's not you, bruh. You don't know any fighting skills. You got kidnapped like 5 times. I may be dressing up as Lady Kara for the Wright today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know, those pretty solid left hooks you just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny? You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed playing superhero at the Wright today. Oh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Jangle, jangle. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. I better get going. His footsteps? During the Wright, he wears these really big belts on his ankles. That way, I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later. Sure, Maya. See you later. The stamps, too. I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop slacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya's always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. Wonder if that means her training's been all for naught. I hope not. It's Acolyte Zealot. Acolyte who? These one painted in red and saffron robe. Disciple of the High Priest, Abbot Inmi. Abbot Inmi? Who's Abbot and why is he in me? See how you praise in the cold without moving a muscle? Yeah, I could never do that. Abbot Inmi is the purification rite is about to begin. Are you about to play a cutscene? So that's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. It's almost exactly like what the figure in a newspaper photo was wearing. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it. Unless they're wearing the actual thing. Please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare at that. You could be struck blind. Give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those belts on the High Priest's ankles? They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Mr. Wright, it's about time to enter parade pose like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of Holy Mother. Sure, bro. Guess I'll respect the culture if I'm here, man. Okay, let's see. First, I kneel down and cross my ankles, then I bow for... Yeah! Great, now all I can see is the ground and my back is killing me. You really should have trained for this, sir. Wait a second. How long are we supposed to stay like this, Alibi? It requires that we stay at this, until the day after tomorrow. That's 2 whole days! I don't think I feel so... Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody help! You want to stay like that for 2 whole days. Without eating, without drinking. Right, Mr. Wright, please, you have to get up. Oh, what the fuck happened? Huh? Alibi. Where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of the Plaza of Devotion. I guess I passed out from that back pain. Dude, Phoenix getting old, bro. Phoenix right in his prime would never went out by no freaking back pain. Something terrible's happened. So Miss Maya, she's it's just following me to Plaza Devotion. Something must have happened while I was passed out. Miss Maya, she's been arrested. How did I call it, bro? How did bro? I literally called it, bro. Oh, Maya's back. Yo, she's definitely gonna get arrested and accused of something. Well, what? That's Steel Samurai? Yo, goated reference, bro. May 10th, 8 a.m. Plaza of Devotion. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, alright? I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. You can talk all you want back at the station. Can you tell me how to get to the station? Let me go. Bro, get that freaking bomb from 7 out of here, dude. I swear I didn't. Quiet, you. Come along peacefully or suffer the consequences. Wait a sec, what on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but even don't get out of my way. Hey, back off, officer. Emma, what the hell are you doing here? So sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, take her down to the station, but with respect, got it? Yes, ma'am. Nick! Emma, what the hell are you doing here in Korean, buddy? Last I checked, you were back over there in Tokyo with Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. What are you doing here in Korean? So what are you doing over here in Korean, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Korean, Mr. Wright? I'm visiting someone. I don't know what you're doing here, alright? I don't know, you have jurisdiction in Korean somehow? Same here. It's a long story, but can we get caught up later? Right now, I need to know what happened. Might as well under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. She murdered the High Priest? Wait, the High Priest was murdered? But what the hell happened? In 30 seconds, I was knocked out by back pain. Bro, talk to Emma, bro. What the hell happened, bro? How was the dude murdered, bro? The High Priest is murdered, bro? What happened, Emma? Please tell me everything you can. Well, basically, there was a murder during the rite the victim was Tatras Inmi, the High Priest who was presiding over the rite. Bro, it was his freaking brother, bro. What's his name, bro? Bango in me, bro? Something like that, bro. I don't freaking remember. Bingo? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite? That's right, sir. You're telling me I passed out for one whole day from back pain? There's just no way, bruh. There's just no way. The Phoenix Wright, who fell 150 feet into a river where nobody's body's ever washed up, got hit by a car, flew 50 feet in the air, came back down with only a slight headache. You're telling me this dude back down a bad thing? I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I better take care of it. The murder took place at the inner sanctum, where the riot was being held. The inner sanctum. Talking about all the fucking way up there, about 1,000 feet in the air. It's the place where the spirit of Kara is enshrined. See that gate over there, and up at the top of the mountain just beyond. Yeah, you know, it's gonna take the whole day to get all the way up there. Oh, so that's why everyone's offering their prayers in that direction. Yeah, there you go. Abbott and me and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer, you fainted in the middle of... So, who do you think killed the High Priest? Unfortunately, Maya is our sole suspect right now. During the rite, the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. Then only the High Priest and Maya could have been there when the murder happened? Right. Plus, the inner sanctum was on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way to get up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the only one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the High Priest was dead, and she made a police statement to that effect. So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. It makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene. Mr. Wright, sir. Are you going to defend Miss Maya? No, bro. I'm gonna go back home, and I'm gonna say fuck Maya and just leave, bro. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, of course I am. There's no way she'd kill anyone. Yeah, I don't believe that either. She's been framed. Yeah, like for the 50th time. But this is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who'd have thought you'd have to take on the horrible court again? Don't worry, bro. They're all frauds. There's nobody here to challenge me in the slightest. And that's somehow Netanyahu from freaking the second trial somehow come back to Korea. Tell me about it. I never thought I'd have to go through another trial. The divination scene has turns all, and defense lawyers are unwelcome. So, why are you even here? Why are you even here? Back in the U.S., I was working. I guess we're from the U.S., but I thought it was totally Japanifornia, bro. Sure. Back in the U.S., I was working on a case with an international prosecutor from Korea. Oh, you're talking about Netanyahu? He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in the international forensic science. Can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. Like, we've gone back in time. Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. Still, he said he has to take on cases from around the world, so maybe next time he'll have one in a major city somewhere. Sounds like this prosecutor is taking a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas. I wonder if you know what it means. What it means. But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking. It's international. prosecutor? Is he the one who handled Trucy's case? Yes, he is. Guess he'll be the prosecutor on this one too. Yeah, Prosecutor Samade already been assigned. Prosecutor Samade? Well, Kuana! You know him, Alibi? Of course, everyone with Karain does. He's a highly revered individual, both as a prosecutor and a monk. If you go up against Prosecutor Samade, you will incur the Holy Smelter's wrath. But it is my job as a lawyer. Oh, right. Sorry. Just great. A prosecutor is also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial is shaping up to be even more biased than the last one. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, but I'm not fucking Apollo. I'm way better than that dude. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. That's why I took over the trilogy as well. This is basically Apollo Phoenix Wright trilogy too. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor Samade mentioned something about to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get trouble for helping the enemy? He did come on me. What? He did come down on me. Whoa. Alright, I don't know what Emma's talking about, bro. Let's just say I'll help where I can. Thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Samade sounds pretty strict. So first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Hot off the press is the High Priest autopsy report. Cause of death was blood loss from an abdominal wound delivered by a bladed weapon. Okay, 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. I thought I said 3 p.m. I was like, what? He survived for like at least 13 hours. The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kara's Wahabar dagger. It's used during the riot, however, the dagger is yet to be found. Lady Kara's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger. Who would have thought that extra more used a dagger? No, that's not what she said. Hmm? That one? Looks like freaking Meliodas' freaking sword in season 2. Of course. No, not Leviathan, whatever the frick it was called. Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Emma? The police have already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Emma, please, I'm begging you, Emma. I'm begging you, bro. I'm begging you. Just the police. I need access if Alright then, leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Samade and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no, I'm not climbing up there. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You get to go to the inner sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Alibi? That's crazy talk, sir. If I'm a commoner like myself were set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity. Because the inner sanctum is off limits to you, huh? Oh, well, I guess I'll have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, about all the people still praying here, aren't they going to go home? The custom of the Wright required that they not move from the spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have the police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Well, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? Alright, bro. Inner sanctum. A10, inner sanctum. Bro, what is that? What is this fraud doing here, bro? It's really high up. Really cold. At least I made it. I better get started while I can still feel my fingers. Hmm? Who's that? This kind of looks like that dumb bitch from trial the other day. Excuse me. Ah, it's you. Do you even know where you are? Barbed head. Of course I do. May I ask why you're here? Your benevolence? I came to pray for the High Priest's soul. But what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots of Koreanism. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being here. But I'm not unscrupulous. Quiet. You dare to find the fault in my insights at every turn the other day? She's still sore about that trial? Yeah, I dare do that because you're a fraud, right? You're a fraud, bro. I don't know when that thing last saved, but that was yesterday. Trust me, that was yesterday. Alright, bro. Investigating the incident, bro. As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred, and I need to investigate. But do we know the killer is one of your own? My country's suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she is a serious student of the spirit channeling who came here to study. So can't you at least give her a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big phony balonies. You're big 26 and you're still using phony baloney. Alright, bro. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is a bid for prestige. Seems like nothing I said will convince her otherwise, thanks to the last trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of foreigners. As the defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene. And I need to do it now, and I don't give a shit if you're in my way or not. I will push you out, I will throw you off this fucking mountain, if I have to! I haven't been authorized by the police, so... What's this? You intend to make a mockery of our sacred hall of justice once more? No Apollo? No, I simply want to defend my clients. Which means you have to come and forge evidence then. I knew all lawyers were criminals, I must now redouble my vigilance. Ouch, that's unfair. It's how you to demonize a whole group of people anyway. It's kind of racist. My mother and my father, do you have an issue with their parental guidance? Yes, you're racist. You are a racist. No, I would never dare criticize the royal couple. Still can't imagine what the lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred. Oh, man. I just had the most wonderful idea, Barbed Head. Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint in her eye? The hell is your dumbass idea, bro? So what's this wonderful idea of yours? If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move so as to prevent any misdeeds naturally. What? You want to follow me around the entire time? Of course. Not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections. Understood? She can do this to me. She can't do this to me. Phoenix, just grab her little ass and throw her off the fucking mountain, bro. She is not surviving that. She can't fly or nothing, bro. Oh no, it's nothing. Very well. Then let us investigation over with. We mustn't stay here in the inner sanctum a moment longer than necessary. Please don't rush me. Is it not without reason I insist on a speedy investigation, Bobbed Head? I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, so guides people of Korean. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kara bears. The blood of battle. If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise. No, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now make haste, so that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing. Well, what now? Your victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune. No, you're just a fraud and a bum. So brace yourself for a defeat most bitter, lawyer. I won't. Because your ass is a fraud. Yet again. As long as you know where we stand. Shut the fuck up. Alright, what we got here? What's that? You're surely hanging off the ritual curtain here. Those are like prayer flags down at the Plaza Devotion. Except they aren't arranged like no prayer flags I've ever seen. All the flags have been sewn together. Hey, you're right. Looks like they're one big banner now. There was something written on a piece of it. Donated by a tourist in me. Why is a tourist in you? It seems this piece is from a donation of Abbott in me, made at some point. Well, Abbott made that? So that's definitely a parachute. He made a parachute and he flew down with the parachute and went down to like the thing or whatever the frick. There's a rock over here. This rock must have fallen from higher up on the mountain. It's like the perfect perch for taking a peek over that curtain. Well, up I go. Whoa, what an incredible view. It's almost boggles the mind. I got like a spirit of justice. Get down from there this instant. Right, sorry, I'll be right down. The inner sanctum is just slightly higher up than the top of that mountain. Guess that confirms that the stair from the Plaza of Devotion is the only way up here. It's a lantern, It's still lit. Of course it is. The secret flames of the 4 lanterns here have burned for centuries. If anyone extinguishes even one of them would be put to death immediately. Yeah, and I'm gonna get you to put them out so you can be put to death. How about that? Still, I'd rather keep my distance just in case. So the moon and these lanterns were the only sources of light here that night. The rite is performed by the light of the full moon because moonlight is a purifying force. I see. No touching. I wasn't going to. Alright, you can chill out. What is with all this blood, man? Statue of a bird. Let's take a closer look at it. I wonder what could have stabbed the guy in the abdomen. That wasn't the, What the hell is that on the ground? Look, the bird's busy in its eye. I feel sorry for the poor fella. Are you the one who took it? Of course, motherfucker, you literally said you're gonna be watching my every move. How would I have taken that? I've never even been up here in my life. That shoe has been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I shall ask my mother to have it repaired. No wonder there are no lawyers left. I'd leave too if I were the only one. We're always treated like this. I think I find anything interesting around here. It's not around the lantern. The left looks strange. I seen a note. Yeah, right there. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Show me that note. A bloodstained piece of paper. Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps. But it's written in Koreanese, so I can't read it a lick. Let me see that. Once the flame's lit, then will be... This is simply impossible to read. Wait. What is it? This stamp on the lower left, it marks those of the insurgents of the Abayan Dragons. The rebel group? What's it doing here? There's some kind of connection between the High Priest and the rebels? If you need, I can tell you, bruh. It's stained red by the High Priest's blood. The string shall run red upon the Lady Kara's return. What's that from? An old legend. Wait, does that mean that the rebel hunting Lady Kara's the newspaper was the real deal? Nah, that's crazy talk. No way that's real. Well, here's a robe right here. Hey, isn't this Lady Kara's robe? Oh, holy mother! Lady Kara's robe is... I know how you feel, but we should leave it as it is to preserve the crime scene. You imbecile! This is the actual robe of Lady Kara once wore! It is? What the heck is it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years. Enough! I say this is the actual robe. It is the actual robe. That foul murderer should not get away with this. It is tough to see a piece of history sloppily tossed on the ground like this, though. Even looks like it's been mended by a number of times. This robe kind of stinks. How dare you insult such a sacred robe of clothing like that? No, I mean it smells like incense. Oh, I see. Sent you detectives from the sacred incense used to purify the Lady Kara's robe. Whenever a rite is about to be performed, the robe is first scented with sacred incense. If this still smells like incense now, the scent must have been much stronger last night when the victim was killed. Bro, why is that thing covered in blood? This is the statue of Warbad, the bird in which Lady Kara based her appearance. And all this blood is from the High Priest, huh? He no doubt embraced the statue in the hope that Lady Kara would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace. Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with considerable force. But there's no way Maya would be strong enough to deliver such a blow. Looks like that about does it for this area. Hey Dexter, you can do your like little blood splatter thing. What's this over there? What an amazing wall painting. So this is Lady Kara. That do look pretty wavy, bro. Look pretty wavy. That's her dagger. Nothing like. Where's the photo at? Sure. Do you see that red mark upon her burrow? That is the character of for depth and Caranese. It is a mark of resolve to fight to the end. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with different meaning. Interesting. Now think of it, you have marks on your face, your benevolence. So did the High Priest. The High Priest's marks are those of a monk, while mine are of a royal priestess. All members of the Caranist clergy have such marks upon them. The shape and location of the marks may vary in accordance to conditions like status and age, and all records about them are kept at temple. So it's kind of like a national ID registry, huh? Is that a weapon in her hand? Yes, it is Lady Kara's dagger, the very same one used in the Wright. So it's curved like that, huh? So the dagger is the weapon that took the High Priest's life. Also, it's like curved a little bit, you know. Kind of like this beak right here. What else can I even find, man? I think I better take a closer look. The snow? What's wrong with the snow? There's no snow here. It was removed because it would interfere with the Wright. The day before the Wright, the temperature in the area plunged below freezing. Even the Plaza of Devotion was covered in a layer of white frost. Must be the elevation. It wasn't all that cold back in town, as I recall. Why is that broken? His lantern is damaged. The wind guard is completely broken. Damaged? Was this your doing? Like I said before, you've literally been following my every move. How could I have broken that? Perhaps a falling rock struck it. I will request it to be repaired when we're finished here. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored. I'll be back to take a look. You'll see. Snow's obviously been cleared away here, and the lantern is broken. I still have that camera I brought to take pictures of my trip. Just snap one of this area here just in case. Nothing else particularly interesting here. The thing is, how the hell are you gonna find a witness? During the Wright, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed by this ritual curtain, making this case something of a locked room mystery. The purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kara. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world. Oh, so the inner sanctum is like her private bathroom. Indeed, so see to it that you keep it clean. This flap in the center acts as the ritual curtain's door, but that's about it. Ah! And what's that shrill scream for just now? It's just, I'm afraid of heights. I didn't notice that I was climbing up, but now I can see all the way down there. I guess that flight of stairs from the Plaza of Devotion really is the only way up or down. Unless it's not. But what else is there to freaking... The words? The mountain faces like a towering wall. There are no characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison way up there. And it said that Lady Kara laid those she defeated to rest atop this mountain, so that their souls would not spawn evil spirits. Feeling queasy just thinking about being all the way up there. And the fact that it's a prison just makes it worse. So there's a prison up there. So literally any kind of criminal could have escaped from the prison and killed the guy, bro. Yo, what else is there to freaking investigate, dude? Investigated that, investigated these. Nothing around here. Nothing around here. Investigated the bird. Investigated down there. Nothing around here. Nope, nothing. Alright. Talk about the police benevolence? I have nothing to say to you, lawyer. Is that because you don't actually know how much about it? Dang, got her ass. You old man, I heard I'm the crown prince of the Korean. There's nothing I do not know. Naina? What the? Where did she come from? Hey, no cheating. Silence, Bobhead. Naina's knowledge is my knowledge in a discussion. What is she? Your pocket internet? This spring is where the Lady of Kara came to cleanse her body of blood and bat. And today's purification rites is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kara's robe in this sacred water lends one courage for the next battle. I see. Thank you for the excellent explanation. Commoners are normally barred from here except for the day of the rite. Who normally controls the access to this place? The High Priest and his family are responsible for that. The High Priest and his family, huh? Alright, tell me about your family. Well, is it her family? I don't really know. Tell me about the High Priest and his family. Abad Inmi lived with his wife and his disciple, Acolyte Pure Zelat. A young man the couple took into their home upon finding him near our kingdom's border. Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kara? Yes, but as she is with child, the role was appointed to someone else. The killer no doubt offered to stand in as she saw it as a chance to slay the High Priest. No, you have it backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to stand in. Then that braggart must have embellished her qualifications. I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why don't you stand in for the High Priest's wife then? Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kara is forbidden to me. You said that? I do not remember you ever saying that. For those descended of her holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle. Oh yeah. You did say that, didn't you? You should probably talk with the High Priest's wife and the Acolytes a lot later too. So can you tell me more about this Lady Kara? As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable. Whatever happened to you need to ask. Nanya? Bro, who the frick is this Nanya guy, bro? Is that a guy or is that a woman? I don't know. Lady Kara was the Holy Mother's younger sister, but unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with a dagger. Well, this became relevant fast. The Holy Mother guides our soul, and Lady Kara keeps the peace with her dagger. Lady Kara was prepared to die for her people, and she cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did. Okay, but who was she fighting against? Throughout our history, we've had set upon by rebels. Now is no different. Oh, the Defiant Dragons, the Dragon Dojima, bro. This fake ass Kiryu Kazuma. So Lady Kara played a role akin to the police, huh? So what's with the bird imagery? Lady Kara's robe was fashioned in the likeness of a warbird. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Korea. I see. And what about the recent rebel hunter, Lady Kara? Who do you think she is? I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely, a patriot. So your priestess Rayfa doesn't know the truth. Tried any of the rebel hunter, huh? That about does it for the Inner Sanctum. Should probably head back to the Plaza Devotion and let Emma know I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place. Alright. Let's go to the detention center. See what... Ain't no way this detention also has a freaking guard that's been standing here for 20 years. It's like Maya's still being questioned. I'll just have to come back again later. Why is she with me, dude? Yo, I'm done at the Inner Sanctum. I don't need to be there anymore. So you can stop following me. Wow, they're still praying? The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what it may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Well, I will say this, the level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now to find Emma. You there, wait. I want to ask you something. Okay. Do you know me? And do you know I know you? Phoenix Wright's one of the best lawyers of all time. I have no idea who you are. No. I want to know if you know who I am. No, buddy. I don't know who you are. You're nobody. Nobody know who you are. I should talk to him a little more just in case this case him out. It's probably, I actually climbed the mountain and I seen something that I wasn't supposed to see, and I seen the girl murder it. Hey, bro, you didn't see that, bro. Who the hell are you? Are you having trouble remembering who you are? Sorry if I offended you. Yeah, you know, me, Phoenix Wright, you know, I had an incident a couple years back. Got hit over the head with a fire hydrant. A fire extinguisher. And I sort of lost some of my memory and then regained it back in like 2 hours. Ooh, I thought I was gonna be pulling a weapon on me, but he's just pulling some snacks out one after another. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. I know it's something important. Do you know this man or something, Barbed Head? No, don't call me Barbed Head. Put some respect on my goddamn name. No, I just said I've never seen him before, didn't I? Hey, can you hear? Can you listen? Are you Lady Kara? You know of Lady Kara? Then you are Karanese, I take it. Maybe. Wait, are those lizards he's eating? What, you want one? Nah, I'm chilling, bro. You just ate it. Ah, now remember, get a load of this. What are you gonna do? Kamehameha on me? That's what you were gonna do? That whack ass pose? Dude, what is that even supposed to be? Like a freaking goose? Well, what? I believe he suffers from some more serious malady than mere memory loss. He might be on the spectrum. No good, huh? Guess I'll try somebody else. So, who was that man, and what do you want, Barbed Head? Why are you asking me? I have no idea who the hell that was. Hey, Mr. Wright! What now? Yo, Emma, what's good? What's wrong? I didn't surprise you that badly, did I? Oh no, it's nothing. There's some whack-ass guy doing some freaking bird pose over here. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you I investigated the crime scene. Hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation of the inner sanctum approved. Oh, it was fine. Prosecutor Samade gave his okay straight away. He said, wow, Phoenix Wright is really the best lawyer of all time. I wish I could live up to him. Oh, you really said that? He said you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself, and that moving on before the trial began would be the smart thing to do. He must be feeling really confident about his case. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up. I figured. That's why I prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help your investigation. I forgot, luminal testing fluid, yeah. Also, I made a copy of the crime scene photo for you. Thanks. So all this will definitely come in handy. Dude's dead as frig. Hey, you think he might have been Lady Rayfa, whatever her name is? I'll keep this along with the picture I took at the crime scene. Oh yeah. There's another question in mind. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya, she must be feeling pretty lonely. Should let her know that I'll be defending her too. Oh shit! Look what's trending on Twitter. I gotta go. You sure seem busy. It's because His Imperial Holiness is a real slave drove. Whoa! Slaves. That was abolished back in the... whenever Lincoln was in presidency. Keep wondering if it's just a clash of cultures type thing, you know. Like, he'll ask the most insane things of me without battling a single long eyelash of his. This prosecutor Samadis sounds like he's used to holding some serious clout. Clout is the biggest drug after all. Oh no, now I'm really gonna be late. I'm gonna make me listen to one of those really long sutras again. I'll see you later. Makes her listen to sutras? Sounds like Emma's got it pretty rough too. She's not appreciate Prosecutor Summoned sutras? What ingratitude. It appears that she too is lacking in religious devotion. I think that's what the problem is here. I don't know what the frick I just read, but it wasn't what was on screen. Besides, Emma's not even a currentist. No, don't present. Move detention center. Maya, bro, you gotta explain what the frick happened, alright? Maya, it's been like 8 years and you're still getting in trouble? You still need me to help you out of your troubles, out of your messes? It wasn't me, but no one will believe me. I have to admit, I'm still a bit in shock. I would have thought that you'd get caught up in something like this. It's so far from home. No Spider-Man. But I'm going to defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together. This is not my fault. When you came to Corange just to visit me, we hadn't seen each other in ages, and then this happens. I haven't seen her this down in ages either. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Best lawyer of all time. I guess you're right. But you saved me each and every time. Yeah, you bet I did, bro. You got kidnapped, I saved you. You got accused of murder one time, I saved you. You got accused of murder again another time, I saved you. And then you freaking tried to sabotage your own self by going to jail by saving Get out! Bartender, stop stalling and go straight to the matter. You know she is the murderer, therefore it is time for her confession. Your benevolence? What brings the royal priestess to a place like this? I am watching over this lord to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now out with it. Confess your crimes. Please, your benevolence, could you please take it down a notch or 3? Hey, get your bitch ass out of here. Ain't nobody cares about you, ain't nobody likes you, you're not a fan favorite. You can leave and nobody would care. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help. Sure, okay. I didn't kill the high priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. I wouldn't have even dreamed of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Abba in me was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like myself. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. If I'd ever kill someone like that. He sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him. It was so much fun. I got to enjoy the meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a famous master of Koreanese cuisine. I've never eaten anything better in my life. It's like they were her family and home away from home in this foreign land. It must have been a source of comfort, what with being here for training all alone. But what? I can't completely deny the charge either. Huh? As suspected. The snake has shown her true colors at last. But please, shut the fuck up. So what do you mean you can't completely deny the charge? Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really, really sleepy. The next thing I knew, Ava in me was, in me. You suddenly got sleepy? So then, you didn't actually see the high priest get murdered? No, I didn't, but if I was possessed by some crazy spirit while I was asleep, then... What an excuse. How dare you pin your crimes on another person's soul? Be honest, what you call training is but an extended vacation in reality. That training here is simply for prestige. No, it's not like that at all. I'm trying to become the master of Korean channeling technique. A neophyte practitioner such as you becoming a channeling master? I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you. Rayfa really hates these fakers. Hey, you heard of Mystic Amy? This was Miles' mother, I think. It's either grandmother or mother or something like that. For prelims, I wouldn't call Maya a Nephonite. Neophyte? Because she can already chant. Oh, wait, Nick. What? Can I talk to you for a second? Why is she whispering all of a sudden? I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret here while I'm here, okay, Nick? Why? I'll explain later. Basically, they will give me $10,000 if I can channel spirit successfully, but they don't know I can already do it, so that is easy money. If you say so. What is all that whispering about over there? Oh, it's nothing. We're just saying you're annoying. Almost forgot. Nick. Yes? About Abba Inmi's murder. There was something I noticed that I thought was strange. Alright, what did you notice, man? So, what was it that you noticed? Well, you probably won't believe me, but... Why don't you let me be the judge of that? Yeah, you know how many you know how much crazy shit I've been through, alright? Okay, so you know that spring? The spring, you mean the pool in front of the Warbod statue? Yes, that. The water in there was dark red. And when I say dark red, I mean blood red. Oh, that, yeah, I saw that too. You did? Yeah, the high priest's blood turned it red. What? No, that's not what I meant. The spring was red before he was killed. What? Wait, so it was already red? Even before the high priest was killed? Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite, just before I passed out. Just like the ancient legend says. What ancient legend? The spring shall run red upon Lady Kara's return. That's how it goes anyway. Hold on. Yes, there is a legend about the inner sanctum that says just that. But the water turns red. This time, thanks to murder, the police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the pattern light reflecting off the water. I don't think that was it, though. Ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to this murder somehow. Nick? Yes? So, actually, there's one more thing. What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over at her benevolence like she's worried what Rayfa will think. Alright, what's the one more thing? There's something I want to show you. There is? From this at the inner sanctum after I came to. You think I can read that? This is a letter in Caronese? See the stamp at the far left at the end of the letter? Does it look familiar? No. Doesn't look familiar. That's the mark. That's the mark of Lady Kara. Oh, right. Looks just like the mark on her forehead. Lady Kara, you say? Let me see that. Why? This is... What does it say? Do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning. Lady Kara. Sounds just like a threat or a warning. Or pretending to be Lady Kara was pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, too. Nick, do you think... Whoa. First, there's that ancient legend. Spring shall run red upon Lady Kara's return. Now there's also Lady Kara's warning. Plus, with the Warbad dagger being eyed as a murder weapon. Don't tell me. That's why she has to be the real deal. Just give me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kara's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something. Don't tell me. You actually believe that the real Lady Kara returned to kill the High Priest? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break. But you were saying only yesterday how it was more fun to believe that she's the real deal. Yeah, yesterday. I think I could keep on entertainment that fantasy too, but the fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. Thus, my days of dreaming have come to an end. I'm gonna keep it real from now on, and you should too, Nick. I thought you said I was the boring one, because I was keeping it real. Sorry, I guess I've outgrown my stepladder argument we always had. What do you mean ladder, Maya? So what do you mean by keeping it real? Oh, so you know how someone is dressing up like Lady Kara and capturing rebels, right? You mean the rebel hunter? Like Dexter Morgan? Yeah, that one. I think that's who probably sent this warning. What nonsense is this? You dare suggest Dexter Morgan exists in this universe? The Abba in me was slain by Lady Kara, you nincompoop? The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilant who loves his kingdom. It is that patriotism that led them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kara. Such a patriot would never slay the High Priest. I guess it's only natural for Princess Rayfa to see it that way, but I can't let it go at that. Besides, what would a vigilante want to stop the purification rite in the first place? I haven't figured that one out yet. I rest my case. Still, if the rebel hunter had a compelling enough reason, they might kill the High Priest after he ignored their warning. You big dummy, you can't fool me. It was who forged that warning letter. You're trying to shed guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kara. In a minute. No, I never do such a thing. Now, your benevolence. Let's try to remain rational about this. Maya, did you show that letter to police? No. I was afraid that it would anger everybody needlessly. So I was waiting to show it to you, Nick. And judging by her benevolence's reaction, I'd say Maya was right to be worried. Wait, what are... There are a number of places in this letter where there are 3 holes in a row. Are they supposed to be some sort of a message too? Not that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suspect. Alright, accused, wrap it up. You still have more questions for me? Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what we're up against now. Nick, there's something I've been wanting to say. I don't need a lawyer this time. What the hell are you talking about? It's just, you know, they have that Defense Culpability Act here in Korean, right? Well, if I'm found guilty, you'd be charged with abetting a criminal. Well, thanks for thinking of me, but I'm the best lawyer of all time. Did you forget that? I ain't losing this shit. Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know? This is not the Wizard of Oz, and we weren't even in Kansas. We were in Japanifornia. True, but I've been through one trial here already, so I know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to win this one no matter what, because I believe in your innocence. Yeah, I know. We've always won because of your faith in me. That's right. All aboard the Phoenix Freedom Express. Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later. How did she just disappear like that? Rado will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy. We're going to beat this charge, you'll see. I don't care to understand every single word that was spoken, but I don't like the sound of that Phoenix Freedom Express one bit. Wait, don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to. Huh? Of course I know. Do not presume to know what I do not know. I shouldn't call that freaking Rayfa lady or whatever. Not Rayfa, she's Rayfa. But given the use of the Warba dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kara is the real prime suspect. It may help if we knew a little more about the modern day Lady Kara. I wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is to go someplace where locals live together. Yeah, like, But I know it's this dude right here, man. Acolyte Zello is focused on his prayers. These dudes have been at it for 2 days. Or a day, I don't freaking remember. Guess the bazaar is a good place to start as any. Now, who should I, Stop speaking to the consultant, Rayfa. But I knew she didn't know what that meant, dude. Mr. Wright, that sounds like... Oh, alibi was good. Is Miss Maya okay? I believe her, Mr. Wright. I know she didn't do it. Do you now, boy? You are benevolence. You must entrust in lawyers, you... Are you not the accused from the last trial? Oh, what's wrong, alibi? Your benevolence speaks with the, You may speak with the vernacular little monk now. What is your name? Yes, your benevolence. Alibi or Gate? Your benevolence? Bro, stop glazing her, bro. No, there's alibi. Your soul is only as clean as filthy as the company you keep. Oh, she stopped insinuating that all lawyers are trash. She's being kind of racist. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man. And I trust him as a lawyer. What's this? I'm sorry, forgive my insolence. If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure at the Hall of Justice the other day. Oh! Mr. Wright, her benevolence has sunken into the ground. She must really feel responsible for what happened in the court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Of course not. Always glad to help. Alright, alibi. Bro, get freaking Rocco off your head, bro. So, what have you heard about the rebel hunter that was in the newspaper? Everyone's overjoyed at her appearance. They say that she's the modern-day Lady Kara. So they're treating this rebel hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh? People have been on edge recently with what the jailbreak stuff. I sure hope that they catch the escaped prisoner soon. Escaped prisoner? Yes, he was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kara had captured. So, there's a hardened criminal on the loose. That is bad news. Yes, but modern-day Lady Kara is also super amazing. I mean, she takes down big, scary rebels all by herself. Yeah, it's not exactly something that just anyone can do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the High Priest. What about that escaped prisoner, Alibi? Santos Jimenez? So what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like? They say he's a vicious fiend who serves as Dirk's right-hand man. Who's Dirk? Dirk the Kirk? Dirk as in the leader of the rebel group? Yeah, the fake Kiryu Kazuma. They say the prisoner is a former soldier and he wields a big scary knife. Sort of like Goro Majima. Rumor has it he's a cold-blooded killer to root. He sounds like a really dangerous man. He is, but the police still can't find him. Even after an exhaustive search. Wait, I remember hearing about that prison. You talking about the one all the way at the top? There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. Yeah, I remember she talking about a prison at the top of the mountain. The prison at the top of the Inner Sanctum's mountain, right? How do you even break out? No one really knows. He supposedly did it without any tools to speak of, too. Some say he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I'd like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again. Terrible incident. But why is like something new always coming up in every piece of dialogue? What was that about a terrible incident, Alibi? Happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. Sort of like the Kirk. And it was the rebel leader, Dirk Kirk, who did it. The previous queen was assassinated. Kind of like Kirk. That's unsettling. Oh, it was a terrible deed of a heinous sinner. Bro, Rocco, bro, you ain't tough, bro. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen, only someone with a dark, defiled soul could have done that. To really take their queen seriously here, like God-worshipping level serious, or Swifties worshipping Taylor Swift, it really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one. Those defiant dragon rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goals. That's why, with that escaped prisoner on the loose, who knows who might be killed next? Bro, Rocco, bro, your bark ain't tough, bro. Go back and freaking this dude Alibi's hat. And why they want the rebel hunter to take him out along with other rebels? So is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter Lady Kara, Alibi? I was just thinking there was something else, but what was it? Oh yeah, here. What's this? Little Rocco found it. Why, that's the Warbat's arrow. Feeling better now, your benevolence? This is no time for me to be feeling sorry to be. Now let me see that boy. Whoa, boy. Yes, your benevolence. Looks very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kara once used in battle. A three-pronged arrow? I could have swear I've seen something resembling the arrowhead recently. Where did Shadow find the Alibi? An arrow? Where's Shadow find it, Alibi? Near Alpha Enemy's house. Near the victim's house, huh? Something tells me I better look into this. Alibi, can you actually take me to the High Priest's house? Yes, of course. Think about it, he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kara in the Purification Ring. I should probably talk to her too. Alright, Alibi, bro. Show me the house, bro. This is where the High Priest lived. Wait a minute. This is where they brought me when my back gave out. The woman in front of the altar, she must be the High Priest's wife. Excuse me, ma'am. Your husband died recently. I got some few questions for you. Hey, although she kinda bad though. You were married to him? I mean, I guess he was very powerful, so I don't blame you. I was hoping to speak with the High Priest's wife. Are you here? Please forgive the intrusion, Lady Beleb. Oh, your benevolence. Please, be at ease. What a terrible time this must be for you. I owe much to your husband. You have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss. You honor me with your kind words. Look, dear, the Royal Priestess has come to visit us. Yes, What was that? Oh, of course. She a lunatic? She talked to herself. My husband, too, is delighted that the Royal Priestess has graced us with her presence. You can speak with the Abbot in me? No, I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? No, that can wait until later, dear. She definitely killed him. She definitely killed him. She's definitely speaking with him. So, your benevolence, what is it that brings you to my humble abode? This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I am watching over him to ensure that he's not tampered with any of the evidence. I know this must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see. A friend of yours. So then, you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct? That's right. I'm sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, I know. Abbot Inmi and his wife were one of the closest and most loving couples in Korea. If she is not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further. She did just lose the love of her life. It would be incredibly insensitive of me to force answers out of her right now. I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, there's the bad arrow that Alibi found near his house. Or near the house. This house. There's too much I need to find out for me to leave just yet. Would it be okay if I stayed here for a little while? Bobbed head. Have you not been listening to a word I said? Now, your benevolence, I'm sorry for a loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave if she doesn't change her mind. Please, let me talk to my husband about this. Yes? I know. No, I don't. Not in front of the Royal Priestess. Now, if you would excuse us, what the hell are they even talking about? You have poured salt on her wounds. This is precisely why you lords are so despised. I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt her Miss Enemy. Could it be that you're actually possessed a conscience? Of course I do. But I'm also desperate for that information. So what do you plan to do now? Pass the time looking around the room. Guess and see if she changes her mind. You see that you're not touching anything you should not? I guess I should watch what I touch then. Just in case Princess Rayfa gets mad at me. Alright, examine that poster. The Holy Mother, is see that faceless figure there? Such insolence, how do you not know who Her Holiness is on sight? Do you seek to cross over to the Twilight Realm this instant? Sorry, it won't happen again. This is why lawyers are so despised. Now listen well. Depicting Her Holiness' face is the great taboo in all of Koreanism. There are none alive today who know what her face really looks like. And that includes the members of the royal family. Wow, now there's an unusual custom. Gotta be one heck of a secret even if the whole royal family can't know what she looks like. What's this? Is that flambe? From freaking Dispatch? Oh, it's a wanted poster for the rebel escape everyone's talking about. What? Let me see that. It's definitely flambe, bro. Dax, the rapper? So he's an ex-military, huh? His appearance alone excludes menace. He must be captured at once. About to use 3 million diamonds. Money that comes out of people's tax payments. Still have lowered to about 1 million diamonds. You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare. Unexpectedly? How rude. Nana has always taught me that the kingdoms that do not value their people come to ruin. As crown princess, it is only natural that I care for my people. What about sending some of that kindness this way? I suppose not. If you quit being a lord and pay taxes to our kingdom, that is. Oh well, it's worth a shot. So his nose not look the same? Looks like a wastebasket. Hey, there's an envelope sticking out. There's 3 holes in the row at the top. I've never seen holes like these before. Scrounging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. You're a pitiful creature indeed. What does it say here? Say what you will, but I've got a job to do. It says, to the high priest. You cannot even read? You are even more pitiful than I thought. Thanks. I will keep your words of wisdom in mind, your benevolence. I should study some Koreanese before I came. Some of was addressed to the high priest, huh? But it's empty. So there's something about it I better hang on to it. You steal samurai. Bro, what the hell is this, man? Oops. What is this scary looking spike thing? It is a full cushion for heightening a practitioner's mental focus. Your ignorance astounds me. There's not a soul in Korean who would not recognize this. Floor cushion, you must sit on this. How else would you suggest it be used? I don't know, freaking use it to kill someone? These bozos on the wall. Isn't that Justice Minister I meant? But who's the woman in the picture next to him? She looks really important. Could she be the Queen of Korean? A poster of the mountains. Well, they're interesting the mountains featured against those 2 towering peaks. Those beautiful mountains are known as the roof of Korean. And I see why they even included Mount Pony Pony to that poster. Mount Pony Pony. Is it a small peak to the left? Known as a little sanctum, it is just west of the inner sanctum. Is it not just as beautiful? But I suppose a lawyer like with the deceiving soul such as you cannot perceive such beauty. No, that's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning. Or who is that, bro? Is this a piece of art or some sort? Something wrong? Bob had taken one step back. Okay, done. Did you find something? Yes, dismal reflection. It was ruining the old beauty. Alright, buddy. As if you went as chopped as me. What's that, reversey? This game kind of looks like checkers or chess. You mean that say that you never heard of? I don't even know what. I've heard people described as Korean chess. So 2 players take turns moving the pieces in a bid to capture the other's king. Not quite. And Kachu Demo. The object is the utter annihilation of your opponents. Furthermore, each piece has a special move that can only be used once per game. Special move sounds like a game right up Miles' alley. It's not a TV, bro. What show is this? Is the plummeted princess? That is not the Steel Samurai theme, bro. No, bro, it's not that. It's not that beat, bro. That's just saying. Whether or not it picked up, I can tell you. It's not the Steel Samurai, though. Yes, it is an entirely original show created right here in our kingdom. That's for sure about its originality, given its overall look and that theme song that was clearly copied off the Steel Samurai. Is something the matter? Well, it's just this is not original in the slightest. Isn't this shows why I was so into Lady Kara? Dude, this is what I'm talking about right here, Steel Samurai. My go powers! It's a popular action hero series filmed right in LA. Yeah, I know we're in freaking Kansas. Miles like, it's not Kansas anymore. Like, bro, no, this ain't the Wizard of Oz. Nor were we ever in Kansas. Set in the city known as Neo Tokyo. It pits the Steel Samurai in Mortal Kombat. No Scorpion. Against his enemies, the evil magistrate, who died. In Case 2. I might collect DVDs and merchandise from that series as long as I've known it. I think Case 3, not Case 2, Case 3. The Plum Punisher seems awfully similar to Steel Samurai. The Plum Punisher originated here, in Korean. Is that clear, Bobhead? Yeah, your benevolence. Notes itself never suggests that again. Lady Beleb has not had a change of heart. No Phantom Thieves. And simply waiting shall not change that. Could we just wait a little longer, or call the Phantom Thieves to help her change her heart? Oh, you're still here? Lady Bellup. Mrs. Inme, do you think you're ready to talk? Is it okay with you, dear? Yes. Yes, I will let him know. Lady Bellup, you don't have to speak to this lawyer if you must not. Your wish. No, it's quite alright. If my husband were still with us, he would say... As much as it pains me to have my lovely wife speak on such matters, it would help me find the truth and ask whatever you may. Okay, I'll take up on your gorgeous offer. Wait, did Miss Enemy just call herself lovely just now? Well, whatever you're waiting for, ask your questions quickly so your departure may just be as swift. Yes, of course. Also, bro, what is that thunder going on outside? Bro, if my thing goes out, I swear to God. I swear to God. Alright, talk. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he acting different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately? No, I don't recall anything of the sort. Voice crack. It's really difficult. Did anybody have any grudge against him? He was a kind man and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him. So you're lying. Have my Sharingan. The Magatama. This means Mrs. And it has really amazing power. Reacts when someone's hiding. So yeah, I know how the Magatama works, bro. We want to present it now? Do we have the evidence for that? Take that! Bro, I missed the old voice, bro. I don't know what happened with the actor, bro. I think it was a little controversial. I don't know what he did. But, it was an iconic voice. So, they appeared when I asked her whether anyone held a grudge against her husband. This might mean that Mrs. Inme thought of someone who just might have a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little bit and see what happens. Miss Inme, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be. That would be Maya, would it not? No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. Oh, Lady Kara. Rebel Dirk. Escape prisoner? Bro, I don't freaking know. Lady Kara. It's the rebel hunter. This guy's Lady Kara. Everyone's talking about her. Are you a fucking idiot? Really? Because she even made the front page recently. Oh yeah, I really remember that. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I? Insignificant? I don't know about that. Take that! This is the letter of warning from Lady Kara. Maya found it. I was in the inner sanctum and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. Don't ask what that is. That's my lady screaming voice. This letter reacted to its intended recipient, your husband, the high priest, didn't it? And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either. Sorry, but in fact, your ass is lying. Take that! Oh, what the hell's that? It's an envelope addressed to the high priest, and it was already open and it was in the trash, so I know you guys seen that shit already. You can't lie to me. What nonsense is this? How can you even prove the warning was delivered in this envelope? There's gotta be some way to prove it. Wait a second. Don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? Because the proof is right here in the warning letter. Oh, the holes. Take that! 3 holes in the envelope are the same shape as in arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. You fold the paper in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this. Take that! They were made by this Warbad arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kara. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the high priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Yeah. My lady, I know, bro. I can't voice women, bro. We all know this. Go to sound design. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent. Then why did you keep it a secret? Because the authorities might have suspected him of being one if I hadn't. Guess that makes sense. The rebel hunter was after him. I guess I can see how people might. We are a Karenist kingdom, and such raising up those against. Same as blaspheming Karanism itself. Your husband was a devoted priest of Karanism, and you feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public? Yes, that makes sense, but is it the honest truth? What if the high priest really was a rebel? The rebel hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still, it just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Could you tell me a little bit more about the warning? It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke up that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed. It was by the side of your bed? Yes, we had the whole house locked up tight. And yet someone still managed to slip in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear? But you didn't contact the police. Because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel. That's right. If only we had told the police, maybe Towers would still be alive here today.
Yeah. Oh, lovely wife, you need no need to fret, my dear. My only regret is that I left you all alone.
Bob's head, that is quite enough. Yeah, you're probably right. Inmate, sorry that I've bothered you at such a difficult time. Don't be silly. I'm happy if I have helped. Yeah, you're about number 2 on my suspect list. Not gonna lie to you.
Your benevolence. May you swiftly shine light upon the truth.
Bobhead, you seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kara. By doing so, you seek to deflect the blame from the real killer, Maya Fey, as the only logical conclusion. I'm in no position to disprove her at this point. If only I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about Abbott and me would be Maya. Might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. My mother said what? Seems I must go. Did something happen? Yes, my mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the High Priest's passing. Then she shall conduct the prayer of lament therein. Her Eminence has so decreed, has she? Oh, but she... I just couldn't read that. I don't know why. No, it is not. It is only natural considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Belebe. Beleb? Belebe? I don't freaking know. How wonderful of you, Mrs. Zinni. A direct decree from the Queen. That must be quite an honor. Bobhead, you are coming as well. But I don't have much time left to investigate. As one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sights at all times. Besides, it'll only take a minute. Now come along. Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. Better let her have her way with... Whoa. What do you mean by that, Phoenix? Is that the Queen? Welcome, Lady Belebe. I don't freaking know how to pronounce your name. Bezlebub? The persona? So this is the Queen of Korain. What is wrong with you, Bobhead? Show some respect. Huh? Oh, should I bow or prostrate myself? I thought that said prostrate myself. I was like, what? No, it is quite alright. Stay as you are. Mother. Your Eminence, I would like to give you thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband. His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time this must be for you, Lady Bezlebub. May my prayer comfort your soul and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more. Oh, Your Eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I. Now that's what I call commanding presence. So, you are the lawyer whom my daughter speaks. Yes, Your Eminence, I am so very honored to be making your noble acquaintanceships. I'm home to bask in your, resplendence? Did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. Ho ho ho, ho ho ho. Ban. Now then, Lady Bezlebub, let us go to the chamber of prayer. Rayfa, you are to accompany us too. Yes, Mother? Okay, well, they're off doing that. I'm gonna go question Maya right quick.
Huh. Prayer of Lamnin, huh? Don't see how that'll do any good.
It's just... Justice Minister Inga. Who are you, buddy? Nice to see you again, Minister Inga.
Again? Have you met?
Phoenix Wright. We met in the accused lobby the other day.
Oh, right. Blue suit, jagged hair, something like that. You're that lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two.
Your daughter?
Yeah, Rayfa.
He's Princess Rayfa's father? So he's Queen Garan's husband.
You plan on sticking your fat nose in this mess too?
The accused is a good friend of mine.
Like I said the last time, you better watch yourself. See?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Do you want to question me?
That would be great.
You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I can play along for a bit. But I got things to do, see? Now, we'll have to talk while we work.
I want to let you know that I'll be a defense lawyer in this case too.
Like I give a shit. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. It was gonna be different this time. I got Korean's top prosecutor on this one. See, Netanyahu Samade.
I'm gonna prove my client innocent.
You haven't forgotten the little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? You could just end up dying. But who cares if you would?
How could I forget?
Your lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff till the DC Act comes down on hard. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you.
Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. Also, who made up that fuck-ass rule, bro? Were you the one who wrote that shit?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm gonna enforce the thing. It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade like falsified evidence, but it turned out to be quite handy. Efficient even.
Handy, efficient.
Yeah, it made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or Grand administration are gonna get just what they deserve, especially those rebel scum.
You get away with that here?
Better watch your mouth, boy. I enforce the law on Korean, see? And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king.
No, I'm pretty sure that means the queen is the boss around here.
Go on, say what you're thinking so I can charge you with less majesty.
Can't get myself arrested now.
Listen up, lawyer. You got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. And that's all thanks to the DC Act, so I don't want to hear any more lip about it, got it?
But I can't defend my client unless I speak my mind.
Even without the DC Act, Kirk and his insurgent scum buddy days are outnumbered.
What is that supposed to mean?
Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve. So I like to watch it if I are you. Cause you got a defined attitude like one of them dragon dupes, like Kiryu Kazuma. Dragon of Dojima. What a bitch. Say, Mr. White, you know what these are?
No, what?
Orders of execution. You really pile up if I start slacking off.
What? Does that have anything to do with me?
Tomorrow I'll have even more work to do processing the one for your little friend. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are you?
Don't worry, I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow. I have returned, Bobhead. Your benevolence. Are you done with the rite?
Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Beleb stayed behind to speak with Mother.
Well, this will ease her sorrow, even if it's just a little. So you have been speaking with my father? Yes, you can say that. My father is a great man. Now he's a bitch. He's talking about some,
oh, you're not gonna make it out of the...
Like, bro, yes I am, bro. I'm gonna win that case, and not a soul is leaving that thing dead. You should feel deeply honored.
Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer.
Yes, of course. It seems Rayfa doesn't know what her father is really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now. Oh, it's you, Nick. Are you okay? The question wasn't too harsh, was it? No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress? Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence, but I have a small lead. You know me, I love bluffing, so I don't even need concrete evidence. But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest. Sure, ask away. By the way, what was the princess doing with you still, Nick? Does she have anything better to do? Doesn't seem like it. She's an unemployed bum that's just following me around all day. Alright, we're gonna tell me about the High Priest. Just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel? A rebel? Why would you even think that? Because if he was, the rebel hunter Lady Kara would have had a motive to kill him. Well, what idiocy is this? How about enemy a rebel? This is beyond the pale. My mother's offered the prayer of Laminate to his soul. That is the sort of person he was. Alright, I was just raising the possibility. I want to listen to such tomfoolery. She stormed out. Thank God. She's finally gone. Do you recall the High Priest do anything suspicious? Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless up during the rite. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I had no reason why. He was restless and kept looking at the sky? Yo, sky? Doesn't really tell us much, does it? Anything else come to mind? Sorry, that's about it. Guess this is all I'm gonna learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there's one more thing I should follow up on. Yeah, why do you want to hide your freaking thing, dude? I know there's no freaking $10,000 reward. I made that up. Oh, that. You know how all the queens here are also spirit mediums here, right? I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though. In Koreanism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. No one else supposed to be able to do it. I see. So spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority, then, in that sense. I can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country were able to do it too. Spirit channeling in the Korean tradition was developed from a Koreanist style that was brought to the US via Japan. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Koreanese. Maybe a quirk due to how our styles diverge, but I don't really know how. So spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the Queen of Korea, and it is a power that somehow made its way down to the line of Maya. And I guess that makes the Queen Garen and Princess Rayfa distant relatives of Maya. Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just I'd rather not have it become an issue or something. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits. I see, I had no idea it was so complicated. Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master. And what is this qualification to become the master? To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition without fail every time. Like, remember how spirit channeling was always hit or miss? Only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. Yeah. So you were mad useless throughout the entire goddamn series, and you went some Maya, like, during the last parts of the case. Yep, at least I think. You think. Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. Once I get back home, I plan on taking my final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in the marathon channeling session. Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh? Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. Miles is the next big hope of Korean village. It's got to be a lot of pressure. So speaking of similarities, I know there's another similarity between our country besides spirit channel. Saw a TV show on TV that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Oh, you must mean the Plummeted Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. Bro, why do we care about the freaking the fucking Plum Mario Brothers? Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it. There is not a single person in Korea who does not know of it. Oh, your reverence, you're back. You didn't hear what we were just talking about earlier, were you? As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements, so I have changed my mind, for in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from their blasphemous theories. Sense of duty is condemnable, but I wouldn't mind if she backed off for a bit. Great time, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show you, show off. Oh, that thunder's going crazy outside, dude. Yep, ta-da! You want me to show you a fucking keychain? What does any of this have to do with the freaking case? Don't tell me you're a Plummet Punisher fan too, your benevolence. No, of course not. Only children watch that show. I have no interest in such things. Right. No, I'm telling the truth. Sure, let's just leave it at that. So how'd you get your hands on that, Ma? Found in a kindred spirit in a Plummeted Punisher fan here in Korea. Results in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders. I guarantee you it was alibi, bro. You bet, I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. I guess there are even people like that wherever you go, even here in Korea. Watch this, when you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song. fake ass samurai theme song. Let's Steel Samurai is Japanese taiko drums that go. Guess my ears just aren't as good as yours. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. Bro, why are we talking about TV shows right now, dude? Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plum Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me. Okay, thanks, Nick. And there she goes teleporting again, bro. I don't know how she just starts disappearing like that. Bro, you want... What do you need to go to the temple for? It's getting late. Won't be long until sundown. Mr. Wright, your benevolence. Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've done and learned so far. Care to join me? Yes, please allow me to help. Okay, first we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kara, and it told him not to perform the rite. That's right, it was the Rebel Hunter, but what of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kara want to stop the rite? If you could solve the mystery, right. I can figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. It might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead. How unfortunate of you, Bobhead. Your only hope is pure speculation that shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. No, Apollo. You have no actual proof of Lady Kara's involvement in this crime after all. Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest. I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act. Nah, I'm chilling, bro. I ain't withdrawing, bro. I wasn't planning on doing anything like that in the first place, your benevolence, but I am going to prove my innocence within the confines of the law. How can you be so sure you will? Because I'm the greatest lawyer of all time. What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice, no Apollo. As royal priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time I'll prove that the insights I glean thereof are very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial and last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe. Tomorrow I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. No Apollo. That whole seance thing makes trials here completely different to those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion, anxiety, to spare. I have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Khura'in. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove my innocence with to be continued. Alrighty, next episode, we'll do the trial, day 1, and then we'll do the investigation and the trial. Then after that, I think it's Athena's trial, and it's only like 1 day, and the only day is the trial, so it's not like investigation trial. So yeah, that should be good. And then the last day, I think it's still 2 days. But yeah, that should be it for today's video. And no more stalling. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.